Episode 116, Dave Prokopec. Good morrow, and welcome to The Realm. I'm author J.V. Hilliard, and today on The Realm, we have a very special guest, a longtime friend of mine, someone who's helped me do my book trailers, a gentleman named Dave Prokopec. And for those of you who don't know what a cinematographer is, you're about to find out here on The Realm. Here's my interview with David. And Dave, welcome to The Realm.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No, my pleasure, man. We have all sorts of guests on the show. We typically interview authors, sometimes poets. We've even had artists on the show. But the one group that we haven't had on the show is cinematographers. And you're not just a cinematographer, you're also a director and a producer. Also, I know that you're a big fan of comics and sci-fi, fantasy, horror enthusiast. How do you wrap that up into what you do as a cinematographer and tell our audience what it is that you do on a day-to-day basis?
So a cinematographer is the guy who has this connection with the director, and you have to interpret what this crazy genius has in their head and put it through the lens of the camera. And so you could show the entire world what this person's idea was from the beginning.
So cinematography is a very specific career path. I mean, what really brought you there? Was it passion? Was it something you fell into? Was it really something more that you experienced and said, I want to do that for the rest of my life?
So I was always a pretty creative kid growing up, always surrounded by the arts. I went to a Kappa high school for the creative and performing arts. So I was always surrounded by creative people. And funny enough, I didn't think that I would end up going into film. I was very serious about architecture, but always had the love and passion for filmmaking. So at the end of high school, you had to do kind of a senior project. So I decided, you know what, I'm never going to get a chance to make a movie. So I might as well just make a feature film and then see how it goes. So, they give you a camera and you just run around the hallway and create something, you edit it. And then we did a screening for the actual film. So the entire school, we were all in the giant theater, and then they rented a huge projector, and it was a huge screen. Yeah. And they played our movie up there. It was a horror movie, of course, but at the end of it, there was a Q&A session where we came up on stage and we kind of answered some things. And it was that moment I was like, shit, I don't want to do architecture. And I went right into film.
So Dave, I know that Light Raider Pictures is your company, and I know you do more than just films. Are you into music videos or other kinds of genre?
It's always a difficult question. Like, I love making movies, and that's the main thing. So at the end of the day, where I want to be, where I'm most happy is on set doing something that I've been just shooting over and over and over in my head, and finally we get there, and then we just blow it out of the water, even bigger than how I was envisioning it. But I've done a lot of music videos, a lot of short films, a couple features, a lot of fashion stuff. I really like to just jump around, because whenever you do a lot of music videos back to back and that's all you're doing, it sucks the life out of you. Because you first get the song and you listen to it. You're going to be listening to that song hundreds and hundreds of times, over and over and over again. And sometimes the songs are great, other times they're not. It's a hellish process.
Yeah, I understand. Well, you and I did a project together. You helped me put together my first two book trailers. When we did book trailer 2 for Vorodin's Lair,
the wind moaned through the hollow with the spectral voice of a haunting spirit.
I don't think either of us expected it to get to 250,000 views. Kind of went viral.
Grey branches chattered together like nervous teeth in the tortured melody of a dance macabre.
I know my publisher almost fell off her chair.
Before Damus could see it, the presence of evil groped at his shoulder.
When I showed it to her online,
the abomination stepped from the shadows.
Did you have a fun time making it? And also, did you expect it to be that widely viewed?
Well, I don't have a huge following on Instagram. I have a little under 9,000. I think right now I looked, it has like 275,000 views or something like that.
It was the antlered man, From his knees, the fallen keeper aimed the crown of his staff at the tome of enlightenment.
No, I did not expect it to really blow up like that. I really didn't.
And it lifted from the tree pedestal, only a few feet from Damus's grasp.
I know, I loved making it, because I know we had a few meetings about the look and the style of this and what you were trying to achieve. I'm just constantly thinking of this giant castle, this mountain, something to really draw people in. So making a castle was definitely 100%. I have to do it. And I built the castle and I looked at it through the lens of the camera and it looked really good, but it just didn't look impressive enough. It didn't look big enough. Like, I see what it looks like and I know what it should look like, and it was just not there yet. So I built a damn mountain to go with it and really just built it as large as I could. When you see this, it just looks insane.
You shall never possess it again. Vorodin's Lair, Book 2 of the Warminster Saga by J.V. Hilliard.
The team of you and Aaron on the voiceover and then the music in the background, everybody thought it was a movie. They had no idea it was a book trailer. So you hit a grand slam with that. I'm looking forward to seeing the next two here as we close out the saga. But with that, we're coming to an end of our time with you. And every time we do this, we have a lightning round with our guests. And so I'm going to ask you a series of 4 or 5 questions. Usually it's a word or two answer, but if you're ready, I'd love to throw some stuff at you.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So question 1, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Oh, Star Wars, no question.
Okay. It's always that way. It's either I'm a Star Wars or I'm a Star Trek. It's very rarely do you find someone like me that likes them both and walks that path. But Alien or Predator?
Oh, Alien, of course.
Well done. Well done.
Nothing against Predator. That's
Yeah.
Even the new Predator was, I really enjoyed that as well. But Alien, Ridley Scott, no, he's a genius.
So, being a movie guy, do you have a favorite director, and what did he or she direct?
That's loaded question. Yeah, but the easy answer is Stanley Kubrick. His attention to detail and his control over everything was there for a reason, and he was one of the earlier filmmakers that really did that in a hidden kind of way. And since then, other filmmakers, they really use the tools of cinema, the lens of whatever it is, to really push that story or this idea or something that's underneath the surface, even more so. So Stanley Kubrick, I mean, it's kind of a boring answer, but that's
it's the truthful one, right?
Answer.
Yeah. So my final 2 are: do you have a favorite movie, and or do you have a favorite movie genre?
All right. Oh, favorite genre is a lot easier.
All right.
I love really bizarre films that make you think, that are kind of dark comedies, surreal, weird dramas, like Being John Malkovich. Like, what a strange movie.
I think if I had to follow along with your genre, I like Nicolas Cage and Vampire's Kiss. I thought that was a really cool dark comedy. Nothing against Being John Malkovich. I thought that was a really good movie too, but I see where you're coming from there. And hey, Dave, thank you very much for being on The Realm. We appreciate you coming on. And once we get through, once we get through 3 and 4, we'll have you back on and talk about those too. Hopefully they hit 1 million views.
Oh, I hope so. I think after what I have planned, they better.
Yeah. All right, David. Thank you very much for being on The Realm. Appreciate it.
All right. Yep. Take care.
So now that you've had a chance to meet Dave up close and learn a little bit more about what cinematography is, check out my book trailers. Book 1, The Last Keeper. Book 2, Vorodin's Lair. You can find these things on my website at jvhilliard.com, or go to Light Raider Pictures, which is Dave's company. Check it out there. You'll see how it's had an impact on the sales of Book 2, Vorodin's Lair, which I'm really excited about. Something I didn't expect when we did it. I was using it as a tool to promote and to sell, and all of a sudden, as he mentioned in the video, it went viral. So go check it out and tell me what you think. I'm J.V. Hilliard, and again, thank you very much for stopping by The Realm. and may your gods go with you.